We will have achieved transformational change in landscape governance when you have farmers having moved to the next level of professionalism, where farmers are treating farming as a business and it is viable and they are being paid fairly for their produce. Companies, on the other hand, are supporting farmers and have fair arrangement with farmers in order to deliver on those their business principles and business practices. And you have public policies and regulations being enforced and working, and there's finances going into keeping forests standing and also restoring degraded forests. More importantly, when you have these models replicated more widely in different geographies and also within different commodities, that is when we can say there has been a transformation in the sector.
Okay. Transformational change in the landscape that SNV is intervening, well, most often we look at it from the conventional perspective, where you want to see a wilderness that is sustainable, you have all the trees and all ecological systems functioning, and the ecosystem benefits are coming or are flowing to the landscape users. But then you also have a situation where we have competing claims to these resources. Farmers want land rent to be able to cultivate their cocoa, and we also need a forest for the cocoa to be there. So those interlinkages are there. We need to get them well established to the best understanding of the farmers.
Transformational change for me is the day I will see the supply chain or the industry taking pragmatic steps to be able to stop deforestation. And where I see that is that when the companies have taken steps to remove all illegal farms from our supply chain. But that does not solve the problem. The problem is the illegal farms that are in the forest reserve that one way or the other still get their produce back into the supply chain. So if we can get government, civil society and the community really saying that in all landscapes, these are the total illegal cocoa that we have, and there will be policies and programs that will help move these illegal farms out of the forest reserves, provide the needed compensations and remediation plans for those farms and regrow those forests. Until that time, all the efforts that we are putting in place to make sure that there is no illegal cocoa in our supply chain, that will never stop. And it will continue from generation to generation.
So the transformational change we would want to see is that farmers are prosperous. We want to see children going to school, not being used on the farm for work that is hazardous to them. We want to see the forest cover returning. We want to see tree cover returning. We want to see that people are able to withstand and also be resilient against the effect of climate change. That is the change that we look for in this kind of partnership.